All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Flush to his right. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Pulled in at the 24. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Luck. And that'll be incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
They run with Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This is Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 35 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Gun.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Do something. Expand.
Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Gun.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hey, 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 hey. 180. 180.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hines, he's trying to carve out a bigger role in that Indy backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
12. Check. 11.
Here's Lott. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15.
Go ahead. Here we go. Motion. Mike, 55. 12.
A shotgun snap for Lott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Oh, it is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right, and that's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the handoff, Lynch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
To throw is Newton. They dump it off to Lynch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And some room to maneuver. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll try the air now with Locke. Flush to his right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. For a guy who didn't throw a football for 500 days, Luck's looking pretty sharp here early in the year. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
11. Check 59.
Now it's locked. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
That's taken on the 25. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry from Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Reggie.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Go ahead. Hey, I need one over here. Monday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun. 20.
From the gun on third down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing is Newton. And they can't bring him down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. To the air again, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Love. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. A gain of 32 that time. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Luck on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it second and 14. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and 14. Out of the gun, Luck. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a first and 10. Here's Hines. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Colts on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is third and 11. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.